Hey everybody, how you doing today? It's been beautiful here the last couple days. It's 77 today. I thought I'd get out for a ride before the sun goes down, which is these days about 6:30 p.m., a little later. And today I am testing out some earplugs. So hopefully I'm not talking too loud. They do cancel quite a bit. I forget the brand. I bought it from Amazon. I will put them up there, but they got highly rated. And they're supposed to take out wind noise and engine noise. And they seem to do a really good job of that so far. I'm going to get them up to speed, maybe 55 here, and see how well they work. My Apple Watch that I wear all the time has been giving me decibel warnings, of course, when I ride, so I figured it's not probably too good on my old ears to, let too much wind noise come in my helmet. So I'm gonna try these things out and see how they work and make them a regular occurrence and use them a little bit more. It's something Moto. I can't remember the brand. I wish I would have looked at it before I got on the bike, but there's a few different styles or models, I guess you would call it. This one is supposed to be up to 24 dB, and I think they have a 20 dB pair and then a 27 dB pair. And they're supposed to still allow you to do comms on your helmet and listen to music and stuff like that. So they seem to be doing that for me. I had my music on here a little bit ago when I started out riding, so I was able to hear that. Of course, the volume's a little less, but and it's kind of nice. You get this metal tube that's got a keychain attachment, and a pair will fit in there, plus an additional one on the bottom screw off. So there's like a top screw off lid and the bottom screw off lid on this little tube. And in case you lose one, they give you an extra. And then they give you 3 extra little tips that don't have the sound dampening inside, so you can swap those in and out, but just in case one breaks or something. So it's like $35, I think, if I remember correctly. But if I haven't already, I'll put a little picture of what they are, what the box looks like, and a link if you're interested. But definitely a good idea, I think, to wear hearing protection if you're going to be riding in high wind and stuff. Obviously, depending on your helmet and how well it blocks the wind out, which might do a pretty good job, but still, it's noticeable. So I'm curious to see what it's like right here. Yeah, I would say it's much less, much less, and tolerable, to be honest with you. Kind of didn't realize how much wind was coming in my helmet, to be honest with you. But these, yeah, they're pretty nice. I think they're the right balance. 20 might have worked also, 20 dB, but I think these are a good one to start with. Just gonna take a little ride. I think they still have this stripped. Maybe not. I used to have that road stripped right there, and I didn't want to ride on the rocks. But yeah, I'm liking them so far. I mean, they don't block out so much sound that you can't hear anything, but you would need to be a little bit more cautious. Of course, if you're being careful and riding like you should be, I guess your head turning and you're looking out for everything visually too, so shouldn't be a huge problem. The only thing I think these might have an issue with is my Google Maps directions, which I had a hard time hearing before, just because I couldn't figure out how to get the volume on Google Maps right. Like, it'd be really low even when my music was turned up. So I'm not sure. I've tried the setting in the app. I've tried the different settings on the phone. Not sure what exactly is the right balance there, but it might make it worse. It might make it actually better. I didn't try to map anything. Probably could have tested that out right now, but it's okay. There is a lot of wind, I can tell. It's a pretty windy day today, so I'm getting blown around just a little bit, actually. Anyway, I'm glad it's still summer type weather out before Halloween, which is great. Looking forward to hopefully getting a couple more rides then, maybe. Anyway, hope you all been well, and if you've been out riding, hope you've been able to get out and ride. So I got an email today from Triumph, since I'm on their email list, and apparently they came out with some new Icon versions of their classic motorcycles. So there's a Icon for a couple of the Scramblers, for the T100, for the T120, and they look pretty darn sweet, I'm going to be honest. They got the old Triumph logo on them, the cursive one from like, I don't know, 1908 or something, they said. I got to look at that again. Maybe I got that date wrong, or that year wrong. But they're like a silver and black color with this cursive logo in like a yellow-orange or something. It's really neat. Of course, there's like a $800 markup or something for the Icon series, but they're limited edition, pretty neat looking. So if you're a Triumph fan, check those out. Due in dealerships in February, I think. So yeah, I haven't, today's the first day I've gotten out on the bike in a little while. I did take a ride into Dublin the other day. I didn't record it. But I've been doing some contract work, and we had planned to be on vacation this week, but my wife's mother and her husband canceled out on us, so we decided to cancel the trip, do it another time. And so she kept her time off, though, and so we decided to paint some rooms. So we're cleaning out my son's room and gonna paint. We got everything out of it today, and I've got a putty. I got a bunch of holes to putty, and then do some painting, which will look much, much nicer. It's definitely due for a refresh. Yeah, so we've hit like the 5:36 mark. About an hour and it'll be dark here, which is somewhat of a bummer, but I can't complain about the weather today. if I'm honest, the ride is quite nice with these earplugs in. It's very quiet. And I can't tell you how much I love brakes that don't squeak. After it happening since I bought this thing, I guess it's the one big complaint I would have. And it wasn't the brakes themselves. Check out my last video. You won't learn about that, but end up replacing the brake pad, or putting these brake shims, these rubber brake shims on. Solved that problem. It's so much better. So much better. And these front brakes are very grippy now, very grippy. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I think I'm going to make it a little shorter one again. But yeah, I will see you on the next one. Later.